HiRevz Media is sponsored by Born to Ride Motorcycle Magazine. Check out borntoride.com. Guys, Greg's stopped by and pulling off all this stuff off this beam, and we're going to get the Model A axle out here and start tossing it on. I got the new shackles in. So the first thing we're doing is just pulling off calipers and then the end out here and the nut. Pull all that off, pull the spindle off, tear it down. Pete and Jakes has a really good video on pulling these apart. Pretty simple. So we're going to tear all this apart. The spring is sprung, so we got to be careful with that because it's going to be pretty snap. It's going to snap back, so but it shouldn't be too bad. All right, guys, got all this stuff busted off. So now it's time to support the frame, and then I can move these jack stands, and we'll start undoing this spring. See how that goes. Get all that out of the way, then bring the other axle in here. All right, guys, the axle is free hanging now. So I'm gonna try to take off this spring and see how that goes. Might be a little scary. See if we can bust it loose and then take off the purchase. All right, the axle is on the ground. Now I just gotta get the Model A axle in here, start fitting it back up, and then paint all this crap. All right, guys, the Model A axle is on, and it is a drop axle, so it has a bit more drop than what the 40 did, the stock 40. So that will automatically lower the car. I was able to add some leafs back, so we got plenty of tension there. These are now at 45 because Model A spring, Model A axle, correct shackles, everything's lining up. So that will lower the car, and this will lower the car. And as high as the frame is, we're still above the scrub line. Even if that's my center point, my wheel's gonna be way down here. So if a tire goes flat, don't have to worry about something hitting. Now, given the transmission and motor do hang down a little bit further, but still all that should be plenty fine. So right now, all the weight is on the jack stands. And that looks pretty good. All right, guys, we are working on painting and touching up the front end and working on painting these spindles. It's about 65 degrees outside, but it's not too bad, but I'm adding a little heat to them so we can rush the job, hurry it up, get this thing done. And got the other one over there we're painting on the bench, but it's looking really good. All right, guys, starting to go back together. Spindle looks good, everything's coming back on. It's gonna be nice, and now that we've got this going in, we get it bolted up, now we can paint that and paint the drag link, get all that done. It's looking really good though. Got a few more parts painted and hanging, and it's gonna look really good. Keep working. All right, guys, there it is. Look how good that thing looks, all set down. Wheels and tires on it. Golly, that's perfect. Front end set down nice and low now. It's got the perfect wheels and tires on there. Back ones are just rounded out. Looking good. Man, this thing's got such a killer look now. That is getting really cool. So like I said, we still got lots of cosmetic stuff we're gonna do here and there, and things we wanna add, and some more purple we're adding. A lot of purple we're adding to make it more crazy. Monster car, because that is what we're kind of doing, a little bit, a little bit kind of crazy monster car look to it. Not Not your just traditional, you know, T-bucket the way that they would normally look. We're gonna add a little flare to it. But golly, that just looks killer. It looks freaking awesome with these wheels and tires on there. It's starting to look super period. I mean, it looked period as far as late 60s or early 70s. Now it's looking more mid 60s for sure. It's just got like a killer look to it. Golly, that's good. All right, guys, one last thing. Taking these out, somebody has ground on this one in a bunch of spots and just beat it into place to try to make it work. And they were flipped backwards, but I knew I was replacing them anyway, so it really didn't matter. So now I've got these brand new ones, and then they have the stop that will go on the back that keeps the spindle from turning all the way in. So we'll throw those in there. All right, there's the new one on and in place the correct way. So now we'll do the other one. And this actually wasn't bad. That one was kind of bad, but that one definitely needs to be done. And then we'll touch that back up. All right, now we got both sides done. So we turn the steering wheel all the way. It goes in full lock to there, and that keeps you from hitting anything. There's a gap there, which is good. Go back the other way. And it'll go full lock to there. And obviously not gonna hit anything there. But they just act as more of a stop. So that's good. And I need to replace them anyways. It's not nearly as big of a deal on a lightweight car like this to have the stop there. But since this one was kind of boogered up, I figured it was a good idea to replace that anyways, because the other one's not bad, but that one's pretty ugly looking. So, and it sunk in farther than the axle where these stick out slightly. This one was going into the axle. So at least that's done. So in closing on this video, I did want to show a little more of the painting that Daddy's been doing. Got all the rusty stuff painted up. Repainted that. Repainted all of the junk back here. That's all, guys. Nice shiny black paint on it. So it's looking a lot better than the old rusty stuff in there. It's coming together. It's looking pretty good.